Hi everyone, Simon Killing here. It's Saturday the 26th of January. Thanks for watching weatherweb.net. It's a weather school day today. We've got aviation weather school on today, hence the reason for this early update, and it's only a quick video for you today. Thanks again for watching weatherweb.net though. Remember, we kept free of charge by the adverts around the screen. It's by you coming back and using the adverts and using the site. That's what keeps us all free of charge, so thank you for doing that. On the ECMWF ensembles, still showing very similar patterns to yesterday. We've got this warm air that's moving in during the course of tomorrow, but properly gets in during Monday. Some very windy conditions ahead, as well as some wet ones too, as the winds move into the southwest during this week. But look, it doesn't last very long. Remember me telling you the cool weather would be returning quite early on in February, and that the mild weather wouldn't last very long. Well, there it is. It's showing up quite well now on the ensembles. Bring us back down to these really quite cool conditions from about the 7th or the 8th of February, so in around 10 days time. So what's going on? Well, this is the 7 to 10 day mean of the 500 millibar flow from the PSU EWOL side. We've got ECMWF on the left, GFS on the right, and both fairly similar. The main thing to notice is this trough that digs in off the eastern coast of the States. I was telling you about this, that if you look where the air source is, it's just coming in from the pole, digging in all the time. It sharpens up this trough, and what we're looking for is a buckling of that trough and a ridge building here towards the western parts of the UK, which eventually will get squeezed up towards the north. Now, the Japanese JMA model was released yesterday, as they do every Friday. It's the outlook for the next 30 days, and let me just show you what's going on those charts. Just get into week one first of all. So week one is the forecast that takes us through from Thursday, so Thursday of this week. So what was that? That was the 24th through until Friday of the coming week. So that would be the 1st of February. Yep, that's the 1st of February. So this is the chart. Look, the British Isles is underneath here. Okay, we're looking at an ensemble mean of the 500 millibar flow and the anomalies that are on there. You can see how, look, here's that trough that was off the eastern coast of the States. Sorry, no, it's not that trough, the eastern coast of the States. Here's the jet that's across the Atlantic, and you can see that we've got lower than normal heights, hence our stormy, unsettled week. But no sign, look, particularly of the block up towards the north, although just hints of something here. Those yellows and reds hinting that we may well be starting to form some sort of block across the north again. And this here is a familiar pattern from December, where we saw this sort of block forming over on the opposite side of the hemisphere. Then we get into week two, and week two runs us through from next Saturday, so that's the 2nd, through till Friday the 8th, and there's British Isles again underneath there. Now you can see a change taking place here. Look, again we're starting to see heights building across the northern parts of Scandinavia, which puts high pressure in here. Also notice, look, this feed, this is what we've just seen on the PSU EWOL site, which builds our confidence in this. Look, there's that feed into this trough off the eastern coast of the States. It's deepening this trough all the time, and what that does is it buckles the flow, and it means that we can get more warm air pumped into these heights here to build the heights, which builds high pressure up towards the north. So indications there during that week from the 2nd to the 8th of February that we are going to be seeing this ridge building in. And you know, when you look at this and you get such strong evidence, you kind of have no choice but really to go with that as your forecast. And then this is the period going up from the 9th of February forward 2 weeks. So this takes us from the 9th of February up to the 23rd, which would be, let me just work these dates out for you, which would be up to the 22nd, sorry, Friday the 22nd. And so this is the 9th through to the 22nd. And notice what's going on here. Look, here's our trough effectively gone into the Atlantic, but there is our build of height, look, up towards the north and northwest of the UK from that ridge that built through, and from those heights increased here, that's slipping its way westwards into here. Now what that does is it brings potential for high pressure in here, low pressure is further to the south, and we get this return feed at the surface of north and northeasterly winds, which brings the cooler weather back. And you'll also notice too that the jet stream here will be flowing there across Europe, and the left exit region of the jet stream, which is the region of the jet stream that will look out for developments of low pressure, is going to be within this sort of zone here. So we get low pressure coming through. So I still wouldn't rule out the risk of some very wintry weather ahead. I'm going to say at the moment this is probably a cool to cold scenario. Cold across Scotland, cool probably across the southern half of the country. An unsettled one too, although Scotland, let's say, could be drier and more frosty with more unsettled conditions across the south as low pressures move close by. It could be a very similar scenario to the week that's just gone, but remember, we're a little bit later, the sun's had a little bit longer to be warming up the atmosphere, so it may not be quite as cold. But I still think this idea of cool to cold conditions from around about the sort of 10th, 11th of the month for a time probably looks to be a reasonable scenario, and that puts forward my idea of milder weather sometime between the 10th and 15th, probably knocks it on to between the 20th and the 25th, but of course we'll keep you updated on that. So for now, thanks for watching. Remember, we kept free of charge by the adverts you see around the screen, so thanks again for watching WeatherWeb. Please tell your friends about us, and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.